Hi there, it's Kathleen here again, and today I have another process video for you. And this time I'm making a layout with the beautiful Joyful Days collection. And my idea was to create some dimensional stars for my page. And I was inspired by the stars, the stickers on the puffy sticker sheet to my right. And you can see here there are some stars included, hearts and flowers, but I have used flowers and hearts on the past few layouts, so I thought I would go with stars. And what I am going to do is I'm die cutting stars in 4 different sizes from 4 of the papers, and I chose those that have like more of a solid kind of feel to them. They are still patterned, but they have only like 1 or 2 colors. And what I'm going to do now is, you can see here that I grabbed my scoring board, and now I'm just going to create some score lines from the tip of each star to, well, like, I don't know what you would call that. So, but you can see here I scored 5 lines starting from the tip of, or each of the tips of the star. And then I'm just going to fold those in, or up rather, so that I have those dimensional stars. It's really easy to do. You don't need a scoreboard for this. You could also just fold the star in half on each line, but with a scoreboard it's a little bit neater, I would say. And I should have turned my papers upside down so that the pattern that I don't want to show on my layout should be facing me. And I'm sorry if I hope I'm making sense. I don't know, it's a bit late, and yeah, I guess I'm not that concentrated anymore. But you can see what I'm doing here. So now I'm done with scoring all of the stars, and I feel like I need some more, but the smallest die that I had was still too big, I think, to create more stars in that size. So I grabbed this EK Success confetti punch with stars, and it creates, I think, 5 or 6, it punches out 5 or 6 stars, or even 7, I'm not sure. And I just grabbed the same papers that I used for those dimensional stars and then punched some of the small ones out. And then I'm just going to sprinkle these around in a diagonal line on my layout, just to fill in some of the white space and to add a little bit more interest. And yeah, and I didn't want to bring in any other shapes, so I thought about using some of the puffy stickers of the flowers, for example, but I didn't want to mix those shapes. So now I'm using this light blue paper that has labels on one side, and I'm going to fussy cut one out that has the same light blue that I used in some of those stars. And yeah, now I'm just going to look through the papers if there's something else that I can fussy cut. As I said, I didn't want to bring in any other shapes like hearts or flowers, but I thought some labels, for example, or I don't know, just some things that I could tuck underneath some of the stars or my photo, just to bring in a little bit more on this layout. And I also found this bird here that says hello, and I thought that it looks cute, and it has the same color, the same blue that some of the stars have, so I just fussy cut that one out. It's really easy to do because it's such an easy shape. And yeah, and you can see I also tucked in this label that I cut from the same paper underneath that light blue star. And now I'm going to look through the different embellishments from this collection to see if there's something else that I can add. And as I said, I didn't want to mix it with any other shapes, so there weren't really any other stars included in the other embellishment packs. So I thought I would then go ahead and matte my photo, because I felt that if I just kept it as it is, it wouldn't really stand out from, you know, beneath or between all of those stars. So I used the same dark blue paper that I used for some of the stars to mat my photo, and then I'm also going to use this patterned paper here for another layer. And I just tore the lower border, or to give it some more texture. And then I'm going to use just some foam adhesive to adhere my photo to the layout. But before I'm going to do that, I thought I would use some modeling paste, and this stencil right here, you can see it's well used. It's an old stencil from, I can't even remember, I think it was Studio Calico or something. And it has just some stars in different sizes and a few circles, and I thought I would use that in the same diagonal line to fill or to give it even more texture. And because it's white on white, it doesn't make the layout too busy, but it still adds interest and texture, I think. And before I did that, you can see here I took a photo with my phone because I was really happy with the placement of the different stars, and I knew I wouldn't get it back to how I had it, so I just took a photo of it, and now I'm just adhering all of the stars to my layout. I did wait until the modeling paste was dry. I also heat dried it with my heat gun because I'm a bit impatient. But normally I had only one 12 by 12 white cardstock at the moment, because normally I would just use a second one and then transfer each star from, like, put the empty one on the right and the one with the stars on the left, and then just transfer them to the right as I go so that I have the same placement. I hope that made sense. Yeah, so you can see here I'm done with adhering most of the stars. For the dimensional ones I used some foam squares that have quite thick foam squares, just in 2 or 3 of the tips of the stars, and that actually was enough to adhere them to the page, so there wasn't more adhesive needed. And yeah, I thought that I would just give it a try if that works, and it worked out really well. So yeah, I also brought in a few of those puffy sticker stars that I was talking about in the beginning. And for my title I'm using this happiness word from the puffy stickers sheet. And first of all, the color fit my layout perfectly, but also the word or the title itself was perfect for this layout, because I'm using a photo of a stack of layouts, and behind that you can see my like this wall I have where I keep some of my crafty things like watercolors and twine and things like that. So yeah, it was just a shot of my crafty space. And I also added this light pink die cut piece on the left of my photo, and it says, let me have a look. It says, "Be a seeker of everyday magic," and I thought that was just perfect for this layout, because it's just, first of all, I love documenting the everyday moments, and just this shot of my crafty space makes me really happy. So it's just an everyday moment, and I thought that would works really well. So now I'm bringing in some enamel dots from this mixed ephemera or embellishment pack, and a few cardstock stickers. And as I said off camera, I will add some more enamel dots, and the ones I used are from the Indigo Hills 2 collection. But I will also have a list of supplies I used in the description box below. And then I think that's almost it. A few more of the cardstock stickers. Oh, and then one more ephemera piece. You will see it in a second. This pink label piece to my left, which says "Discovering Wonder in the Everyday." So it fit this theme of everyday magic and happy moments perfectly. So I'm going to add that to put my journaling on there. Some gold color shine splatters, of course, because, you know, I can't have a layout without any paint splatters. And then I think that's almost it. But you will see the finished layout in a second, together with some detail shots. And yeah, that's it. I really like how it turned out. I love the colors, and it was fun to make those dimensional stars. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you liked the layout. If you have any questions, please let me know. And yeah, thank you for stopping by, and see you again soon. Bye!